Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Chris and I am excited to have you here. If you're a returning visitor, you are welcome, welcome, welcome. And if you are a first time visitor, woo, you are welcome as well. You are going to love it here, I can assure you, because we talk about all the interesting stuff that have to do with love, dating, and relationships. Today is no different. As a matter of fact, I'm about to shake up that table, all right? I will shake it up so hard that a lot of people are going to fall off. I'll be talking about how to be a heartless. I didn't say that out loud, did I? No, I didn't. Well, I'm going to warn you, okay? If you are Miss Goody Two Shoes, this video is not for you, alright? You probably want to move on to the next video. This video is for that woman, that lady that is tired of having her heart broken by men and she wants to do something about it. She wants to learn how to be heartless just so she can protect herself, just so she can protect her heart from continuous heartbreaks. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, this is a good time to do so. Please go ahead and subscribe and don't forget to turn on the notification so that you would be notified whenever I upload a new video. If you're ready for the show, I am ready, so let's dive into it. The first tip on how to be heartless and protect yourself from heartbreaks is to be very selfish. Oh, yes. You see, when you are very selfish, you leave very little room for nonsense. You leave no room at all for people, especially men, to take advantage of you. Let's face it, a lot of men are selfish, especially when they are in a relationship. They are always looking out for themselves. So, who says that you can't be selfish or that you shouldn't be selfish as a woman just because you are in a relationship? I tell you what, you have to learn the art of selfishness, because when you are selfish and you always put yourself first, there would be little room for a man to take advantage of you. There would be little room for any man to break your heart, because in the first place, you would always be looking out for yourself. It would always be about you and what works best for you. Okay? And when you have that mentality, heartbreaks would be far from you. Okay? Because you wouldn't be doing something if it didn't serve you well at all. The second tip on how to be heartless and protect yourself from heartbreaks is to not have any expectations of other people, especially men, when you are in a relationship. You see, you get yourself worked up, you get yourself worried, and your heart broken because you always expect things of others. You always expect men to do certain things. You have certain expectations that you want them to meet, and when they don't meet those expectations, you get hurt. How about you try something different? Don't expect anything. Don't put any expectations whatsoever on them. Just be. Just go with the flow. Alright? When you expect things of people, when you expect things of men, I tell you what, you're setting yourself up for a disaster. That's what will happen, because they will always disappoint you. You see, humans aren't wired, men aren't wired to please you. Okay, you need to understand that. Every man would always look out for himself first. He would always do things that are right by him, not things that are right by you. So if you want to protect yourself, you don't want to get yourself disappointed, you don't want to have your heart broken, you need to stop having all those expectations of them. Alright? Just live in the moment. Just focus on yourself, focus on making yourself happy. The third tip on how to be heartless is to say no to things that don't serve you. Say no to things that you don't benefit anything from. You're probably used to saying yes, yes, yes to everything, especially when you're in a relationship. You want to do right by your man. You want to make him happy. You want to make him feel satisfied. Come on, you are only setting yourself up to be taken advantage of. Alright? Stop doing that. Stop saying yes, yes, yes. You need to start saying no. Learn how to say no, especially when what he's asking you to do doesn't serve you well, especially when you're not benefiting anything from it, you're not gaining anything from it. You need to learn to say no. It's not difficult, all right? You're not going to die if you say no. You're not going to fall sick just because you said no to a request. No, you're not, all right? Saying no, practice it. Perhaps you need to stand in front of the mirror and say, you know what? This is how I'm going to say my no. Just say it. No is no, all right? Remember what I said about being selfish earlier. You need to put yourself first. And to be selfish, you have to say a lot of no's. Okay, you need to get used to it. You need to get accustomed with it, all right? It's not difficult actually. No. Just two letters. N-O. No. So when it asks you to do things that you're not comfortable with, things that don't serve you well, things that you're not going to benefit anything good from, you just say no and you keep it moving. All right? That way, you're protecting yourself from unnecessary baggage. We're talking about how to be heartless and protect yourself from heartbreaks. If you find this topic interesting, please let me know by liking the video and dropping a comment below. I want to hear what you think. Share your experience with me, please. I am eager to read your story, okay? The fourth tip on how to be heartless is to do things on your own terms. Come to think of it, isn't that how it should be? Shouldn't you be doing things on your own terms? I mean, nobody should force you to do anything. Nobody has the right to force you to do anything. It's your life, okay? So if you're going to do anything, even when you are in a relationship, it should be on your own terms. You call the shots. If it doesn't serve you well, don't do it. If you're not comfortable with it, don't do it. Say no to it. All right? When you do things on your own terms, even if they don't turn out well, you won't be too hurt because you were doing those things on your own terms in the first place. You chose to do those things because you really wanted to do them. So you're going to take responsibility for it, however it turns out. But when you're doing stuff just because somebody is asking you to, somebody is, guilt tripping you into it, if it doesn't work out well, you'll be even angrier. You'll be so upset for agreeing to do it in the first place. You need to learn to do things on your own terms, all right? If it doesn't serve you well, just say no to it and keep it moving. Nothing is going to happen, all right? The sun isn't going to stop rising. Nothing like that is going to happen. You're going to be just fine. And you'll be saving yourself from a whole lot of heartbreaks. The fifth tip on how to be heartless and protect yourself from heartbreaks is to not entertain excuses. You see, as men, we're very good at making excuses. We have lots of excuses. But you know what? You're not going to entertain all of them because the more you entertain excuses from a man, the more you give him room to hurt you, the more you give him room to break your heart. You see, actions speak louder than words. Don't listen to what people say. A man would say anything just to make you feel alright. He would say anything just to have his way with you. So you need to stop listening to his excuses. If he's not delivering what he said he would deliver, take a walk. If he can't meet up to your standards, it's his loss. You don't have to make excuses for him. You don't have to listen to his excuses either. It means that he's not the one for you. He's not ready to be serious with you. He doesn't take you seriously because if he did, trust me, he would go the extra mile to ensure that he doesn't make unnecessary excuses, okay? So if you really want to be heartless and protect yourself from heartbreaks, you need to stop entertaining excuses from men because those excuses are irrelevant. That's it. How to be heartless and protect yourself from heartbreaks. You need to be selfish. Yes, learn the art of selfishness. Don't have expectations of other people, especially men. Don't have expectations because they will always disappoint you. Say no to things that don't serve you. Say no to them. It's not that difficult to say no. It's a two-letter word, okay? N-O, no, all right? You also need to learn how to do things on your own terms. Don't agree to do things just because you want to please him. it doesn't make any sense, because at the end of the day he might just disappoint you. Okay, and lastly, you need to stop entertaining excuses. All right, excuses are nothing but excuses. They are irrelevant. When people take you seriously, they would go the extra mile to avoid giving you excuses. I did a video titled "Why the Prettiest Girls End Up with Losers." Sounds interesting, right? I tell you what, you can't afford to miss that video. It will show you why the most beautiful girls, the prettiest girls, end up with losers. You can find the video right here. My name is Chris, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, this is a good time to do so. Okay, please go ahead and subscribe. I also would love to hear what you have to say about this topic. Okay, have you ever, been in this situation? Have you ever felt the need to be heartless? Have you been taken advantage of? Just let me know. All right, I want to hear your story. Drop a comment below, please, and also like the video and share it with your loved ones. Feel free to take a look around my channel. I promise you would find lots of other interesting videos. I had so much fun filming this video. See you in the next one.